Yeah, this is getting really, really weird, man. Unless this is like the norm, which I really don't think it is for this time of year. We're in the middle of summer. It should be like just hot, sunny, pretty dry. But looking at this picture here, there's just such a huge amount of water. Like, it is it rainfall? Is it dams bursting? Last week, I do think it was a dam that burst that partially caused all of the flooding. Is it the same dam? Maybe they've not contained that water, or is it other sources? Because yeah, man, I don't know if flooding in the middle of July is normal. Wow. It's like a big
A
river.
flash flood emergency and numerous flash flood warnings were issued in portions of central Texas on Sunday morning after torrential rain led to the rapid rise of the Lampasas River.
Damn.
This renewed threat comes as first responders across Texas Hill Country continue to search for victims who were swept away during a deadly and historic flash flooding event over the 4th of July holiday weekend.
So they've not even had a chance to find everybody from that one, and now they've got another one to deal with.
The Forecast Center said atmospheric conditions have once again come together to produce heavy precipitation, and concerns have been growing about additional flash flooding.
Okay, so it's rain.
Some rainfall rates have reached about 3 inches an hour, with totals of 8 to 10 inches of rain possible, with locally higher amounts.
That is a lot of rain, to be fair.
A flash flood emergency was issued in San Saba County early Sunday morning, and the Lampasas River at Adamsville rose about 14 feet in 2 hours. There is a flash flood emergency for Colorado State Park, where 6 to 8 inches of rainfall has already fallen this morning.
Do you think this might affect the property prices in that area? Because, if this keeps happening, people aren't going to want to live in these places because they might think, oh, my house might get, washed away, etc. I might lose a family member or something.
Fox 7 Austin meteorologist Ada Lee Rose said on X, "There's more on the way. So, if you do live in that area, it's in southeastern San Saba County, and you have those evacuation notices, make sure you are moving to higher ground now."
There's more on the way?
That flash flood emergency, which was issued for portions of San Saba County, has since been allowed to expire. Despite that, flooding is still a major concern.
Jeez,
According
man.
to the San Saba County Sheriff's Office, numerous roads have been closed due to flooding and high water.
Yeah, that car. I mean, at least the water isn't getting up to the hood of the car. The car should be fine.
Residents have been warned to not travel over flooded roadways. Turn around, don't drown, the sheriff's office said.
Turn around, don't drown. I mean, that's pretty blunt. I mean, it's gets the message across. Turn around, don't drown.
San Saba County Judge Jody Foley took to social media on Sunday morning, urging people to seek higher ground. If you are in an area that was previously affected or close to being affected last week, please make plans now to move to safety, he said in a Facebook post. A mandatory evacuation was also ordered for some areas hit by flooding last week. All homes that were damaged last Friday need to evacuate their homes in preparation of the river rising quickly throughout the day, he said in another Facebook post. Please do not be in this designated area after 1 p.m. Sunday.
It's got to be hard, though, because if you haven't got enough food and you're relying on going out to the grocery store to get food, now suddenly you have to take shelter at home, what do you do? Because you can't order DoorDash because I'm sure this people won't come if there's all of this flooding going on. So, how do you feed yourself and your family?
Playing in the water.
Properties that were close to being impacted by last week's flooding were told to prepare and have been placed under a recommended evacuation. Make plans to evacuate and pay close attention to all water levels, Foley said. We anticipate closures of all major roads in and out of San Saba by the end of the day. Turn around, don't drown, the sheriff's office said. In addition, Officials say Colorado Bend State Park would be closed on Sunday due to the ongoing flooding. Officials also said Cherokee Creek was impassable as of early Sunday morning.
Has the government given any funding to the people of Texas that are affected by this? Like any sort of, emergency funding maybe, or has there been nothing really from the federal government?
NOAA's Weather Prediction Center, WPC, said most of Texas is at risk of seeing flash flooding on Sunday. However, portions of central Texas have been placed in a level 3 out of 4 threat.
It's worse today than it was.
I'm gonna go look.
The forecast center said that recent rain and thunderstorms have already saturated the ground in that region, making it easier for flooding to occur. Computer forecast models have signaled that the most intense rain would likely fall before sunrise on Sunday, before the rain and thunderstorms move off to the east and southeast. With that setup, the forecast center said rivers and streams, like the Guadalupe...
Yeah, this is a lot here. I mean, you could drive across this, but this is a lot of water, especially here.
River could rise rapidly. The Lampasas River near Kempner, Texas, crested at 32.45 feet on Sunday morning, just under major flood stage. According to the National Weather Service, NWS, the Lampasas River was at 1.75 feet at 4 a.m. local time and rose to more than 32 feet at 9:15 a.m.
Wow. Where? 32 feet it rose to. That's so much higher than it should be.
Where?
Major flood stage at that location begins at 33 feet.
Where?
Rain totals have been rising all morning, with about 9.15 inches of rain falling in San Saba. About 6.31 inches of rain fell at Colorado Bend State Park, and Sonora picked up just under 5.5 inches.
Could more have been done to protect against the damage and the impact of these floods? Could more have been done, or is this just the way it is, when these things happen? Is there nothing really you can do to kind of minimize the effects of these floods?
Colleen and Brady have all picked just under 5 inches of rain. In Kerr County, which was hit hard by the historic and deadly flash flooding disaster over the 4th of July holiday weekend, officials sent out a code red alert, warning residents in the area of the potentially dangerous conditions through Sunday morning. The sheriff's office warned that excessive rainfall could lead to additional flash flooding across the southern Edwards Plateau and Hill Country. In addition, rapid river rises are possible across the Rio Grande, southern Edward Plateau, and Hill Country.
Wow, so this is going to keep going.
If you live near water and it starts raining, get to higher ground, officials said in the code red alert.
Wow, what made this randomly, are they pumping water across the road? What made the water suddenly start going over this road?
This is absolutely a punch to the gut for people here in Kerrville, Texas. The weather correspondent Katie Burns said, "We are along the Guadalupe. We are getting heavy downpours right now." Burns said cell phones blared early Sunday morning, telling people along the river to get out and move to higher ground. They're expecting the river to reach flood stage once again, a little over a week after catastrophic flooding here claimed the lives of 129 people across the state of Texas. Many of them were young campers at Camp Mystic.
Oh my God, look at this motorhome, completely destroyed. What happened to it? This can't just be water damage, can it?
Heavy rain and a new wave of flooding in south central Texas on Sunday hampered the grim search for survivors and victims of the flooding that swept through the region more than a week ago. All search and recovery operations along the Guadalupe River in Kerr County were suspended. Rescue personnel, equipment, and vehicles should be removed from the river area immediately, county officials said in social media posts Sunday. Volunteer operations are currently suspended until further notice. All self-deployed volunteers need to heed this warning as well for their safety, the post said. Safety of lives is the highest priority. The city of Kerrville posted video on social media of water rushing across streets Sunday. The National Weather Service warned that locally heavy rainfall of 2 to 4 inches minus isolated areas could possibly be overwhelmed, with another 9 to 12 inches minus could lead to flash flooding.
How long is this going to last for, do you think? I've really got no idea, because to be honest, I wouldn't have thought this would be happening right now. Are we talking another weekend of this? Months of this? Hopefully it's just going to be another couple of weekends, if that.
The flood watch was in effect until 7 p.m. local time Sunday. In Ingram, 6 miles east of Kerrville, the Ingram Fire Department warned that now is not the time for residents to be trying to take videos or photos of the rising waters. We are seeing the same weather pattern today that we experienced on July 4th minus, and we know how quickly that turned deadly, the department warned in a social media post. Kempner Volunteer Fire Department.
Damn, this building, yeah, for sure. The foundations are going to get damaged by this. It's going to seep into them, and yeah.
Closed several low water crossings and issued evacuation orders Sunday morning due to heavy rain that fell for hours.
Yeah, look at that one. It's already
Kempner
tilting.
VFD told 6 News they evacuated 2 RV parks, and the Lampasas Police Department evacuated elderly residents living in apartments close to a creek. The department began posting road closures to its Facebook page before 6 a.m. The roads closed included County Road 3300 near the 3350 low water crossing, County Roads 2313, 3384, and 3220. Highway 190 crosses over the Lampasas River west of Kempner. Video and pictures posted by the Kempner VFD show the water was close to crossing over the bridge. Several areas along the Guadalupe River, including Kerr County, the region hit hardest by the...
Look how murky the water is. It's all like sandy and full of like dirt and stuff like that.
Devastating floods on July 4th were under flash flood warnings on Sunday as a slow-moving storm system brought heavy precipitation. The National Weather Service reported early Sunday that the heaviest rain was in northern Llano and Burnett counties, but by mid-morning, it had shifted to Kerr County. Still, the rainfall this time around was not expected to be as extreme as it was on July 4th, forecasters said. In Kerrville, the seat of Kerr County and the epicenter of the July 4th floods, a flash flood warning was in effect until 11:30 a.m. Central Time. The city's officials directed all search crews and volunteers in the Guadalupe River corridor, who were continuing to look for the some 170 people still missing from the July 4th floods.
How many people are missing from this? I mean, hopefully there's been I think there have been, to be fair, but like not as many missing people or fatalities because of this flooding. I think the one last weekend, the one on, the 4th of July flooding was way worse in terms of the damage and stuff, right?
To evacuate. Meanwhile, according to San Saba County officials, a mandatory evacuation has been ordered for any individuals or residences located south of the San Saba River, east of Highway 16, High Street, and north of Highway 190, Wallace Street. The renewed risk of flooding is being driven by a weather system high in the atmosphere that is stalled between 2 high-pressure systems. It has remained parked over Texas, providing ideal conditions for thunderstorms to repeatedly develop.
So this is abnormal. It is abnormal. Fair. Okay, that's what we suspected.
Another weak system in the area is adding to the instability and fueling the continued storm activity.
Look, I really, really hope that, the weekends where this flooding is going to be this bad are over. Hopefully it's going to, just gradually get less and less and less. Hopefully this extreme weather is just going to end, to be honest with you. And we get a chance to actually find the people that are missing still, because there's still like 100 plus people unaccounted for. So sad. It's just, it's crazy though. It really reminds me how, Mother Nature really can just be devastating. Like, who would have thought that rain could lead to just, homes being destroyed, property being destroyed, lives being lost. It's just crazy. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoy the videos, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.